I think we're live, but I don't know. So we're gonna check before I make dough. Even though I'm not selling anything, I think it has a better ring. What's up, everybody? Hopping on today to continue my spur of the moment unspeakable series. This time, as I take myself off the screen in a stream, because that's, even for somebody who likes looking at themselves, it's just no fun at all. I'll bring up some chat stuff here. So what I'm going to talk about today is another thing in the kind of the unspeakable world, which is the ethics of the speaking world, both on both sides, on from being a speaker to being in the industry as a supportive part of the industry, whether you're bureau management, meeting planner, or on the other side of this as well, if you're an attendee. So we try to cover off a lot of these type of things, I think, in this type of thing. And don't worry, I have no lack of thoughts and of ethics in this industry. So hopefully this will be an ongoing series with it. So today I want to talk about online summits and online conferences. And what I mean by that is a bunch of different speakers brought in to do a 1 day or a 2 day virtual summit that you sign up for. Most of the time they're free. And you get an email about them. So picture this as a speaker. Let's say you're an up-and-coming speaker, a newer speaker, or somebody who wants to position themselves as an expert, thought on leadership, if you may. And you get an email from somebody. And they're said, hey, we really like what we see with your stuff. Which is really cool, a really cool email to get, especially when you're, starting out in kind of like the thought leadership world of speaking and podcasting and publishing type of stuff. That it's a really cool thing to get emails like that, hey, I saw your stuff and we really liked it, because that feels good, because when you're the product, it's nice. So when you get that email, you're like, amazing, and they say, we'd like you to be one of the speakers that are upcoming Live Your Life to Potential Summit, or whatever it's going to be. These happen in a bunch of industries, not just motivational, but in business and marketing and you name it. These will happen. And you get an email saying, please come speak at our summit. And you're like, wow. And you're thinking, maybe I can charge a little bit for it or what. And you realize you're like, oh, for sure. And then you do either a call or a qualify call, or they send you a qualify email back, which is weird because they already reached out and said they loved you. But now they say, okay, so to participate in this, not only are you not getting paid, and they put it under the guise of, we are all one community at this conference, we're going to help each other. We're not paying you, by the way. And not only are we not paying you, you need to let us know right now, before we keep going in this process, do you have a minimum of 1,000 or whatever the number is of double confirmation email subscribers? And if you don't, they're not even talking to you again. Do you have a minimum of X amount of social media followers? But the key here is the email list, really. Because this is really the key, and you need to focus on this part here, the email list. So they say, okay, so do you have a minimum 1,000? You're like, yeah, I have 1,500 or whatever on my list. They're like, okay, so you signing up for this summit, this is what they're going to ask you to do. Almost every time. You will guarantee 1 to 2 solo emails to your list. What a solo email to your list means is it's not a newsletter you send out every week or bi-weekly or monthly, and it's one of the things in there, hey, come join me at the online Live Your Life Summit in there. A solo mailing is you email all of your followers, your subscribers that you've taken however long to build and build trust with, and you're going to send an email just about this event. Hey, everybody, I'm one of the speakers at the virtual Live Your Life Summit, and we'd love to come join, and it's free. So you send, it's 1,500 people, and let's say you get whatever, 10% of 5% of whatever, and you get 50 people on your list to sign up, whatever that is. You, and let's say 15 to 20 other speakers that day, because you're going to get 20 minutes to a half hour maybe. And this is where you start figuring out the math. So it's 15 to 20 speakers. Each of them has 1,500 to 5,000 subscribers, and they're all sending out multiple solo mailings to their list. But where are they going? They're going to whoever's running the virtual event, to their list. So you're giving them subscribers. Not only are you giving them subscribers, you're giving them really, really qualified subscribers. They're signing up for the virtual stuff. They love this idea. So that once they're on this other list, they can be sold to for infinity. And you put them there. You recommended they go there. And so you do the solo, and then they also say you have to send it to social media as well. You have to get it out to social media, and you have to do 3 to 5 sends, and they'll give you some stuff to do or whatever, or video as well. And then here's the rub. They ask you to record your talk ahead of time and send it in. And the key is record a talk, and then you give a gift. A report, an ebook, whatever, your half of your course. And so you have 15 to 20 speakers making offers to this audience all the time. And that part don't matter. It's about the list being built. That's not yours. Your job as a speaker is to either bring the value or nothing. Your job as a speaker is not a promoter. You don't bring the value and the people, because then the summit is doing nothing. Well, they're running the summit. Shut up. They go to your audience that you just sent to this event, and they say, come to it's one day and it's live and it's free. If you want the recordings, though, it's $100, and then you end up getting a cut potentially as a speaker. They tell you have an affiliate link. So anybody you sent, you'll get a cut. Of course, you didn't disclose that in the newsletter, did you? Because you're supposed to. And then you bring the people and the content. No, you bring one. The people or the content, pick. And if you're bringing the people and the content, cut out the middle person here. Find 3 to 5 other speakers that you connect with and create something together. And then agree on that main list being that list only for that event, or for events if you do them in the future together. Then you all win. I have no problem speaking for free. I have no problem with people speaking at virtual events or panels or summits. It's the way they're run. And they take advantage of speakers who are new because they actually don't really care much about the content. They care about your list. And they're just trying to leech from the list. If you want to do a conference, if you want to do something like this that's fun, it's together, then do it together with your peers. Not somebody who doesn't know you, has never heard of you, and then they ask you, you can only do, we loved your content, but only if you have 1,000 subscribers. It's this conditional love, baby. It doesn't work. When you're the product, when you're the speaker, when you're the performer, when you're the writer, when you're the artist, it's really easy to get taken advantage of because it's an emotional thing. So instead of taking advantage of other people's emotions, let's work together and build something really cool virtually. Take care, everybody.